The new Friday the 13th movie could have some familiar faces involved. How could that work? Let's talk about it.
Lock your doors, bolt your windows, and turn off the lights. Make sure the kids are safe at home, cause you're headed to the Night Watch Zone. Night Watch Zone.
Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. We're here to talk about some more Friday the 13th ideas. I got Coriander with me. How you doing?
Yeah, good. How are you?
I am doing well. We're here talking about Friday the 13th. The possibilities
Yeah.
are endless.
Yeah.
And, it just seems like we're just getting closer and closer to that possibility of hearing about the new movie, which I've said I would love to see as a trilogy. That way,
Yes.
maybe we could have some big story arc that's going through these movies, similar to how Halloween has done its movies. So,
Mhm.
anyways, but here's my thing. I wanted to talk about a theory about something that we would like to see, and maybe something that's quite possible to see in the new movie or movies. But the franchise historically has had a lot of great characters in them, but
Yeah.
most notably, at least to me, and I know you feel the same way, and many of the franchise fans, they've had a lot of great final girls in the
Yeah.
movies. Yeah. And quite a few of them have survived Jason's wrath. So
hmm
let's talk about a theory that you were thinking of that kind of pertained to that. What were you thinking about?
Yeah. Okay. So this is what I think would be pretty damn cool.
Okay.
So, Chris, she starts like something on Instagram or Twitter, how she's a Jason Voorhees survivor, and that's how she ends up meeting up with all the other final girls, up to part what, 8.
Okay,
And
yeah.
and maybe if they don't all show up, then whatever, you know what I mean? Maybe they all don't have to be there, just saying. But if all 8 could be there, that would be pretty cool. So anyway,
Oh,
right.
okay.
So maybe, you know, they all still have to deal with this traumatizing event that they went through, and they
Mhm.
still have, issues with it today. So maybe they're like, let's all get together, go back, have kind of like a retreat weekend.
Mhm.
And yeah, this is how they end up, conjuring, bringing Jason back, because he can, like, how ghosts can sense shit, and, the supernatural can do some crazy shit. And obviously he's going to be zombie Jason. So yeah, I think that, he's going to come back and like finish what he, couldn't finish in those movies, take out these girls that he left behind. And yeah,
Okay.
I think that would be pretty fucking cool to see, man. Not all of them are going to
So
make it. Maybe none of them will make it.
so
Who
so we're
knows?
talk so we're talking about Chris from part 3,
Yep.
Trish from 4, Pam
Yep.
from 5, Megan from 6, Tina from 7, and
Yep.
Rennie from 8.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, now
Yeah.
do you see this going as, if you were to plan out this theory, do you see this being through an arc through the trilogy, or are we talking about just one movie?
One movie. This is the beginning
Oh,
of
okay.
Jason's new reign of terror.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that would be kind of interesting. So maybe at the end of the movie, there is a survivor or maybe
Yep.
two.
Yep.
And would those characters carry over to the second movie and possibly the third?
I think the third. The third is how they'll, be able to maybe, like, who knows, maybe put them back to hell,
Hmm.
who knows?
Okay. All
So
right.
yeah. Yeah.
The other thing too is that so your idea for this movie coming back, so we're going to be talking about the Jason that was after part 6, so the zombie Jason,
Yes.
and like we saw in Freddy versus Jason, he basically can be beckoned back or what have
Yes.
you, like Freddy did, or
Yep.
obviously in Jason Goes to Hell,
Mhm.
um, how he was pulled down to hell and so forth. So that could be pretty interesting. I could see something like that. I definitely would like to see some of those actresses come back, because
Yeah.
I've seen interviews where one or actually a few of them have talked about, yeah, I'd like to come back into the franchise, and one more
Right?
go around and so forth. Now here's my question for you.
Yeah.
Assuming that we had all of those final girls in one movie, let's just assume that,
Mhm.
for instance. So again, for people that are watching this video, we've got Jenny, Chris, Trish, Pam, Megan, Tina, and Rennie. So we got 7 final girls. Out of those 7 final girls, who do you think
What about Adrian?
would?
Did you mention Adrian's character?
Well, but yeah, but she died in part 2. Now,
Oh,
unless
she
they
Oh,
unless they
that's right.
retcon
She
that,
dealt with the mother.
Alice.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Alice, yeah. So yeah, she wouldn't
So
count. Yeah.
yeah. So, but out of those 7 final girls, who do you
Mhm.
think would survive? Like, I mean, I'm sure there has to be at least
Ooh.
one, maybe 2. So, out of those final out of all of those final girls, who do you think would be the one survivor? I mean, there might be 1 or 2, maybe 3 survivors. Who do you think would be?
All right. So I definitely think Tina would be a survivor because she's got her telekinesis and she kicked so much ass. Jenny
Hmm.
and Chris. I think those would be the 3 survivors. The other ones are going to get it. Yeah.
Okay, all right. No love for Trish. Oh man, she was pretty brave too, man. And
Sorry. She
when when
was.
she,
She was, but
when she saw that window, man, she didn't hesitate.
yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you what,
No.
every time I see that in any movie, and I don't care if it's a male or a female, when there's a
That's
window that could be
badass.
a way to escape, I always think to
Yeah.
myself, Trish didn't hesitate. She just jumped out of that window.
Yeah, she
But
did.
no, I get it. I get it. Yeah, I could
Okay,
see
so maybe
that.
not
So
Chris. We could say Trish. Trish,
well, no, no, no.
Jenny, and Tina.
I'm not trying to
Because
change your mind. I'm just,
I forgot about Trish, and I really like Trish. I like Trish over Chris. So yeah.
although I will say, Chris, her
Oh, jeez.
finale. Well, I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just talking about him. But Chris's finale in part 3 with Jason, I think was
Yeah.
one of the best finales, man. Because she went to town with him. I mean, she ran.
So
She
didn't
got in.
Trish.
Well, no, no, no. I know that, but I'm just saying. I think Chris. I'm just talking about in general, like when we did our Friday 13th part 3 episode, and I
Yeah.
said it then, and I'm just saying in general, not specifically to you, but I'm just saying in general. I think Chris is so underrated as a final girl. But I'll tell you what, especially when I was a kid watching that finale, I mean, she was running. Plus, she had survived the other attack from Jason, the one that she
Yeah.
talked about happened, a couple years
Right.
earlier or whatever. But, she ran, she got into the van got messed up. She runs into the barn. She's hiding in the barn. She, ties the noose around him and hangs him. And he comes back, and then she
See,
hits him with the axe.
I think she's like too traumatized to survive, honestly. I think
Okay.
that whole ordeal really messed her up and,
Okay.
I don't, yeah, I think that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got all the final girls, or most of the final girls, together in a new movie, setting up the origins of the beginning of a trilogy to bring Jason back. Basically, they are the way that Jason comes back. In most of these movies, the question always was, how do we bring Jason back, or how are they going to bring Jason back? So that's kind of an
Unfinished business.
right. So that's kind of an interesting way to bring him back. So he comes back.
Yeah.
He's facing off against 7 final girls, which obviously would be cool to bring all those actresses back together. And then at the end, we have Trish, Jenny, and Tina that survive. And then,
Yeah.
like you were saying, maybe return in the 3rd movie to help, finish him off or whatever.
Ooh, I just came into my head, okay? And
Yeah.
at the end of the first movie, when always the cops come, this is
Hmm.
when Tommy will come back.
Tommy
And he could,
Jarvis?
yes. Because remember how we were
Oh
saying
man,
he's going to be the
that's
sheriff of.
yeah, that's funny. Oh man. Well,
Oh,
well, that's an idea. Well, that's a theory. We'll try to follow that theory in our next video. That's pretty interesting
okay.
too. Maybe
Right.
maybe maybe that could set up a really interesting part two
Yeah,
where
because he was the
Tommy,
final guy too. Come
yeah,
on, just because he
well,
wasn't a
yeah,
girl. Yeah, man.
yeah, no, I know that, but I'm just saying maybe
Yeah.
that'll set up something interesting for a part two where Tommy is the main, character or kind of
Yeah.
that OG character. That actually could kind of be cool, man. I'm liking this
Right.
idea for this trilogy you got cooked up. It's pretty cool.
Thanks. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll talk about that next time. What Tommy would do in the
Oh, yeah.
theorized part two. But for you guys watching, let us know what you think about this theory. Let us know if you would like to see those final girls return. Would you like to see all of them return, or which ones would you? Do you think that'd be a great way to kind of bring back Jason? Let that be the reason that he is beckoned back to life and so forth. Let us know in the comment section down below, and please give the video a like. That would help support the channel. And if you're not subscribed to the Night Watch Zone, what are you doing? This is the time to do it. And we're having a fun time talking about Friday the 13th, all these theories and thoughts as we wait for this new movie to come out, Coriander. You know what I'm saying?
I know. It's so
Yeah.
exciting.
All right. And we'll catch you guys next time. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Peace.
A church.